There comes a moment in every man's semen retention journey where he believes he has it all figured out. He feels invincible, disciplined, and in full control of his urges. Everything in life seems to be aligning perfectly. His confidence is soaring, his energy is unmatched, and his mind feels sharper than ever before. He believes he has conquered the beast of lust and temptation. But then, like a sudden thunderclap in a quiet sky, everything crumbles. A relapse hits him like an unexpected storm, leaving him drenched in self-loathing, confusion, and frustration. This is the calm before the storm, and it is one of the greatest traps on this journey. Pride is the silent killer of progress. The moment a man believes he has mastered himself is the moment he becomes vulnerable. He begins to let his guard down. He starts thinking he can expose himself to temptations without consequence. He might start scrolling social media carelessly, watching content that stirs lust, or entertaining conversations that subtly lure him back into old habits. He tells himself that he is strong enough now, that he has outgrown his weaknesses. But the truth is, the moment a man thinks he is beyond failure is the moment he is closest to it. Semen retention is not a journey of mere abstinence. It is a war for self-mastery. And wars are lost when soldiers grow arrogant and careless. The reason why this journey is so difficult is that it requires eternal vigilance. The enemy, lust, addiction, and self-indulgence, is always lurking, waiting for a moment of weakness. And when a man allows pride to blind him, he stops seeing the threats around him. The relapse is not just about losing semen, it's about losing control. It's about falling back into old patterns that took months to break free from. And the worst part, the fall happens so fast that by the time he realizes what's happening, it's already too late. Many men have experienced this cycle. They go weeks or even months on retention, feeling unstoppable, only to suddenly crash in a moment of weakness. And once that relapse happens, it rarely stops at just one. Guilt, shame, and frustration lead to a downward spiral. Days of progress are undone in mere moments. The benefits they were experiencing, clear thinking, discipline, energy, are wiped away, leaving them feeling drained, weak, and mentally foggy. Some even find themselves back in an addictive cycle, struggling to regain the momentum they once had. So what is the solution? How does a man avoid the storm? How does he ensure that he doesn't fall into this deadly cycle of pride, relapse, and self-destruction? The first step is to recognize that semen retention is a lifelong discipline, not a temporary challenge. It is not about reaching a certain number of days and then relaxing. It is about constantly refining oneself and staying alert. A man must adopt the mindset of a warrior, knowing that the battle never truly ends. He must remain humble, always reminding himself that he is never beyond temptation. This means cutting out anything that can lead to a relapse. Social media, television, and environments that encourage lust must be minimized or eliminated. Parties, drinking, smoking, these are all traps that weaken a man's discipline and lead him back into temptation. A man must be ruthless in protecting his energy and his focus. He must avoid people and situations that pull him away from his goals. Some may argue that isolation is extreme, but the truth is, if the people in your life are making semen retention difficult, then you are better off alone. However, if you can surround yourself with like-minded men who are disciplined, into fitness, and committed to a healthy lifestyle, then their presence can strengthen you. Brotherhood in self-improvement is powerful, but only if it aligns with your values. If not, solitude is the better path. Before we move on, if you enjoy these types of videos and find true meaning in them, can you like this video? and subscribe to my channel. By doing so, you're not only showing me your support, but you're also helping me reach more men who suffer from pornography addiction, different kinds of substance abuse, and other issues that are affecting them and hindering their growth. It's amazing how your energy travels through the world in magical ways you may not often think of, and you contribute to changing the world for good by a simple action. As men, we must help each other to strengthen our communities and gain our self-respect and our honor. I am truly grateful, and I appreciate every single one of you. Stoicism teaches that pride is one of the greatest enemies of self-mastery. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. The moment a man believes he has nothing left to improve is the moment he stops growing." True mastery is not about feeling superior. It is about remaining a student of life. The greatest warriors and philosophers never saw themselves as having arrived. They constantly sought to refine themselves, to remain vigilant, and to never fall into complacency. Men on semen retention must adopt this same mindset. Every day is a test. Every moment is an opportunity to stay sharp or to become weak. Pride whispers, "You've got this. You don't need to be so strict anymore." Humility answers, "Stay disciplined because the war is never over." So how do you avoid the storm? Never believe you are beyond failure. Never let your guard down. Always keep your mind and body disciplined. Cut out everything that weakens you, whether it be toxic environments, unhealthy habits, or people who encourage self-indulgence. Surround yourself with those who elevate you, or walk the path alone if necessary. Most importantly, never allow pride to blind you. The storm comes when you least expect it, but the man who remains humble, vigilant, and disciplined will always be prepared. If you made it until here, leave a crown emoji in the comments. I'm doing a little experiment, and I want to see how many of you reach the end and are willing to finish what they start. And remember, live with honor or die a coward. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and stay strong out there.